Hello everyone, George here, Catholic Positive Energy. I wanted to do the broadcast a few days early, but I've just had so much going on. I'm still, even though I had my graduation ceremony, I still haven't taken my final exam yet, but I'm studying for it. Please continue to pray for me. But yes, I feel that it's appropriate. I want to talk about my trip to Virginia. Let me tell you about it. I don't think I've ever done a whole entire broadcast where I talked about a story from the last broadcast. Usually I always try to make the next topic something completely different, but I want to talk about my trip to Virginia. It was amazing. Pretty much like every single day I was busy meeting some wonderful people. I remember on one of the days my parents and I met with one of my dad's childhood friends who was his next door neighbor when they were kids. He's the same age as my dad. And my dad had not seen him probably for about over 30 years. And he just connected with me on Facebook because I'm more active on Facebook than my parents are. So it was nice to, meet Ted and his special lady. It was nice to meet them in Arlington, Virginia. I also, like I say, the last broadcast, I was just so happy to finally visit my grandparents and my Uncle Donald's grave. I had been wanting to go there for more than 12 years, and I was starting to think I probably wouldn't be able to visit because I don't get to, go on planes and travel much, but I was so happy I was able to do this. One of the reasons I was very happy that my graduation was going to be in Arlington, Virginia is because my family's buried in Arlington, Virginia, so I looked at this as a golden opportunity to go see their grave, and I'm just so happy I did. I was talking with some close friends of mine who watched the last broadcast while I was away, who live near me here, and they said they felt like I got emotional during the broadcast. I know I did a little bit. Obviously, I've watched it so many times myself. I mean, I was there. But yeah, there was just one part where I got a little emotional, the part where I said it's been an amazing day, and I just had to rub my eye like this. Obviously, yeah, you couldn't see, me getting teary-eyed, but I was, and I obviously didn't want to show it. But yes, it was one of the happiest days of my life. And I was just so happy when I saw the grave, when I walked up to it. It was just, it's definitely something that now I can cross off of my bucket list, and I'm just so happy. I also went on a hike with one of my former professors. It was an amazing time. Went to Shenandoah National Park in Virginia. It was so amazing. And yeah, my graduation ceremony was just absolutely wonderful. It was, because I've attended online this entire time, it was nice to finally meet some of my professors face-to-face and some of my classmates and some of the administration there at Catholic Distance University. It was absolutely amazing. Absolutely just totally wonderful. I met so many amazing, wonderful people. And most of these people are people who have made a very positive influence on my life. It's just been totally awesome. Yeah, I usually don't get to meet so many positive, wonderful people, one day after the other within a week. But it was just so wonderful. I love meeting positive people. And I think the most amazing part of my trip to Virginia was, the day after my graduation ceremony, my dad and I met up with two of our cousins. Now, I had never met them. Our cousins Daniel and Marlene. It was so nice to finally meet them. My dad had not seen Marlene, for about 44 years. And I met her for the first time, her and her husband, Steve. We all had dinner. Oh, it was such an amazing time. They were all just so much fun to be around. The stories we told and the pictures that we had of our ancestors Oh gosh, it was so amazing. You know, I don't have too many family get-togethers in my life living here on the West Coast, but yeah, like I say, my dad and I have the most amazing cousins in the world. We really do. They are just absolutely amazing, and I definitely want to see them more often. So, yeah, it was. I had the most amazing time. Definitely nice to be around loving family. Yeah, for quite a long time while I was much younger, growing up with other family members. Let's just say you probably wouldn't hear me talk the way I just was a second ago, but I won't get into that. But like I say, my cousins, Daniel and Marlene, they were just absolutely amazing, and I would love to see them again very, very soon. Yeah, and yeah, I was, definitely tired while I was up there. It was much cooler than it is here in California, and one thing I noticed, and like I say, for those of you who are friends with me personally on my personal Facebook, I noticed in Virginia there are a lot of brick buildings there. I don't see too much of that here in California. You know, there's a lot of buildings where you see bricks on the outside, and I'm sure obviously, well, several folks have told me that those buildings are much older, they've been around a while, and also, I guess in California, because we have more earthquakes, that's why we don't have a whole lot of brick buildings, because an earthquake would tear it apart. But I've noticed here in California, usually we paint over the bricks or it's cemented over so you can't see them anymore. But yes, I'm not used to seeing bricks on the outside of a building, so it was nice to experience a different kind of culture in Virginia. And there certainly was a lot of trees, a lot of grass I saw, a lot of busy traffic. It was also nice to, driving by the Pentagon and seeing the Washington Monument from a distance. I know I uploaded a video of that from my graduation ceremony and put it here on the page. You can see it if you scroll down below if you're looking on the Facebook page. It's just absolutely wonderful. And I definitely like flying. I'm not afraid to fly. And, I love the takeoff part. It's just, landing can be a little bit rocky and bumpy, but, didn't bother me at all. Obviously, it can be a little exhausting walking through airports, changing planes, going from here to there, only having just about 40 minutes just to go eat before you get on the plane. I remember when I stopped in Austin, Texas, on the way coming back to California, I obviously I had never been in that airport before, so I looked for a place to eat, and I found some place where I could get some chicken tenders, and I was hoping to finish them before I got on the plane, so I brought them with me on the plane. And I ate them while I was on the plane. And I remember when I was walking onto the plane, I walked right past the pilot, and he says, "Oh, thank you for being so thoughtful." And obviously, I knew he was kidding. I didn't expect that there would be potato wedges on the plate, too, because it just said it came with 4 chicken tenders. It didn't say it came with potato wedges as well. I said, "You can have one of those if you want." And I was serious. I said, because I can't finish all this. But, yeah, he passed. So it was a very nice experience. I had not been on a plane in 25 years since I was 11, so it was nice to finally be on one again. And it was just such an amazing trip. So one thing I also want to throw into this broadcast. Now, I'm sure that many of you probably travel on airplanes more frequently than I do. And if there's anybody watching here who doesn't, or let's say you've never been on an airplane, or it's been a long time since you've been on an airplane, I encourage you, see the world, please. Live your life. I always say, live life to the fullest. Well, I really mean that, because I'm doing that now. For a long time, I didn't. I sheltered myself for a very long time and stayed in a comfort zone. I want to encourage everybody here, don't do that, okay? See the world, live your life, experience new places, new cultures, new things. Visit places you've never been before. Discover America. Discover the world. See every part of the world if you can during your lifetime. Do it. I strongly recommend it. Live life to the fullest and see places you've never seen before. That's something I would like to do. I definitely would like to travel and see the world, go places I've never been. You know, so far this year, I can say that I can cross a few things off my bucket list. I've attended WrestleMania. I've met two of my dad's amazing cousins. I definitely want to meet the rest of them. There's more out there. I would love to meet them too. And yes, I've graduated from grad school. Well, almost pretty much. And visited my grandparents' grave. You know, because I've done these very special, important things in my life that I had been wanting to do for so long, I definitely feel a lot more happier right now. Because for a very long time, I feel like I wasn't necessarily living my life, I was just existing. You know, I was working, trying to survive, trying to, make a good living, and I have been, and I still am. But now I've done some very important, meaningful things with my life that have made me very happy and made me feel very fulfilled and accomplished, and I feel very good. And I feel like I am living my life to the fullest. Truly am. I don't have everything that I want in life or everything that I need, but hopefully I'll get there eventually, for the most part. Keep me in your prayers. So yes, I had an amazing time in Virginia. And I would love to go there again, I'm sure that if I drove from California to Virginia, I'm sure it would obviously take a few days, because, I'm not going to drive, for like a whole day or 2 whole days without sleeping. No, I'm not going to do that. It would be an interesting experience, though, having a cross-country road trip. That wouldn't be so bad. But like I say, airplanes, those are fun, too. But, yeah. Anyways, I'm going to try my very best to also broadcast tomorrow, because like I say, technically this broadcast should have been done a few days ago. I was hoping to do it Sunday, but I just wasn't able to, so I'm doing it now. Hopefully we should have a meditation broadcast tomorrow. It won't be able to be meditation and prayer. I'll try to do it tomorrow. Hopefully nothing will prevent that. So, just wanted to talk more about my experiences in Virginia. And yes, it was nice finally having a broadcast in Virginia, because so far during the time that I have been doing these broadcasts, I had only done broadcasts in California, here, and in Las Vegas when I'd been on vacation there. I know I did at least 3 broadcasts there, and 1 in Virginia. It'd be nice to try to do them in all 50 states. I haven't even been to all 50 states, or even in another country. One day, I will have a broadcast in another country, because, obviously I'm always going to have my phone with me. But when I go places, if I'm traveling, I cannot promise that I will have the Chinese waterfall, but I'll certainly try to. But like I say, I don't want to risk losing it, so that's why I try not to take it out of the house. Let me know if you would like me to. I know there are a lot of people out there who love watching my broadcasts, but I don't know if the Chinese waterfall is important to you or not. Let me know, please. So, thank you for tuning in. I had an amazing time, and I encourage all of you to see the world, travel, live life to the fullest. So, until the next broadcast, hopefully that'll be tomorrow. Remember, dignification is better than criticism. Live life to the fullest.